Hey everyone, what's up? I've literally just finished my PlayStation 1 collection video, so I just need my laptop. So I thought I'd do a vlog. Why not? Why not do a vlog? And one thing before I start this vlog, I do realise I go a lot, or it stops me from stuttering. I don't stutter, I don't have a stutter, but when I'm doing improv, sometimes, like when I'm just improvising what I'm going to say and I don't have it written down, I haven't learnt the words, because obviously I used to do drama, so I'm used to like learning the words, but I also like doing improv quite a lot. I do quite a lot. It's just a habit, I think, more than anything, but if I don't go I just pause, and it makes me think like I've just gone. So I'd rather go instead of just pausing, and it'd be a really awkward silence. I've always been like that. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't stutter, for the record. Um, anyway, I was going to talk about a subject that people probably might want to know. Ghosts. Do I believe in them? It's a tricky one. I don't disbelieve in them. Let's put it that way. I do believe to a certain extent, but I think some things are a bit more far-fetched than others. I do believe that there's ghosts out there, and I do believe there's possibility of spirits. Capturing them, it's like, when it comes to TV shows about ghosts, I can't really believe them, because it's all on camera. If I was actually there and I experienced something with them, I would believe them, but I can't believe them if it's on the TV screen, because so much could be done, regardless of whether they have a behind the scenes or any of that bollocks, or whether it happened live or whatever. I still can't believe it. Even if it's live, it's just like, come on, it could be set up. Um, but regardless, I do believe that they exist. I think I've seen one when I was younger. I'm not going to say I have seen one, although I've told people I have. I think I've seen one. Whether it was just my eyes playing tricks on me, or whether I genuinely did see something, is another matter. Was I scared? No. I was. I just looked at it. I stared at it. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Now, usually the reason I thought it was because usually your eyes adjust. Like, I'd just woken up. It was like 3 in the morning. I needed a wee. Usually, your eyes adjust within a few seconds to your surroundings. It usually recognizes like everything that's in the room. Now, where I used to live, my hallway was still quite bright even at night, so I didn't really need to turn the light on until obviously I went to the bathroom, closed my door. Um, but where I was looking, my eyes were focused on the window, but there was something blocking it. Like there was like a really big window, sort of like that in front of me. It's sort of like that big. It was longer than that, but just imagine that times two. And the one part of it was being blocked by like a sort of shape. It wasn't floating or anything; it was just standing there. And it was just like my eyes made out a figure, and whether again that was my eyes matrixing or whether there was something there is a different story altogether. But the weird thing was, the reason I believe it is because that morning I didn't really take any notice. I was just like, what the fuck? And then I went back to sleep, and I woke up, and when I went into the front room, the same shape was standing in front of the mirror. It wasn't. It was sort of dotty, like it was dots, black dots, but it wasn't solid, if you know what I mean. But I could see the reflection, and it was standing, and it looked exactly the same as I saw last night. Now, whether again that was just my mind playing tricks on me, but I didn't take any notice of it. That's why I thought it was real. But regardless of what that was, whether that was my eyes or not, I don't know. I won't be able to know because both times I was half asleep, and both times it could have been my eyes fucking me up. So yeah, I mean, regardless if I saw the reflection in the mirror, that's different. I didn't see anything. It didn't scare me because I was sort of confused and I was upset that day because that night I'd been told my nan passed away. Well, no, she had passed away that night. So I was kind of more thinking about that than what the fuck I just saw. So no, I don't know. Like, I haven't really seen one. Would they scare me if I did? Probably. Yeah, probably would actually. If I fucking looked like, I don't know, if I just woke up one morning, looked out my window, and saw some fucking thing, just someone staring at me like that, and then I blink literally for a split second, just blink, and it just gone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would fucking scare the shit out of me. The same with if I saw it in the house, if I saw something in the house, fuck me, I would shit my pants. Um, it would only scare me because it would just be like, what the fuck is that? Has this no? Okay, I thought it just crashed. You know, that's what it would be like. I would just be like, what the fuck? Um, so yeah, they would scare me. They definitely would. So yeah. that's the subject of ghosts. I actually have a subject list written down, so I'm going to look through that just real quick because this is shorter than I imagined. So I've gone through ghosts. As I said, my dad has been on a ghost thing, a ghost walk, not a ghost walk, like gone around a haunted house, with a camera and everything like that. He didn't capture anything, but he heard a lot of noises. And then one experience my dad had, my dad doesn't like, 'cause my dad isn't one to brag or exaggerate or anything like that. He just tells it straight. He was working on a boat, and when he was sleeping in obviously the sleeping quarters, he heard loads of footsteps and like weird noises and people talking and that. And it scared me when he told me that. I was just like, whoa! But my dad hasn't really got that kind of fear. If my dad saw a ghost, he'd be like, it would make him jump probably. It would just be like, oh, cool, something like that. Is like, or if he heard noises, he'd be like, oh, dude, that's cool. You wouldn't say dude, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so that's one thing that differs from me and my dad is the fact that if he saw a ghost, he'd be like, yes, I've seen one. I've proved that they exist. Like in his mind, I would be like, fucking hell, you know. What was another thing? I guess that can't. Um, should we go off a sort of more of a funnier route, or an interesting? What should I do? I guess we could go on the route of how I got into games. Not a very long one. If you guys want to listen to that, I can talk about that. How I got into games. Well, when I was about 5, I used to watch someone play. I'm not gonna say who they were, how they related to me. I'm just gonna say someone play Doom 3 on the PC quite a lot, and I was like 5 or 6 something. It never scared me because it was one of those sort of games. It wasn't because you had a gun and it was monsters. If it was like a ghost, it would scare me, but that's completely off topic now. Anyway, I used to play and watch Doom. I used to watch people play like Bust a Move and Burnout and that. And when I saw people play Burnout, I just wanted to play. And then I saw Crash Bandicoot, and then I saw Resident Evil, and then I saw GTA, but I wasn't allowed GTA for many years because of how fucked up it was, according to my mum anyway. Well, it is fucked up. Don't get me wrong, GTA is fucked up, but it's the fact of like morals and that. If you know your morals and you know from right from wrong, then it's just a random ass game. But anyway, it is kind of it is the game is fucked up because you can kill civilians, but the fact that it's just fake, it's just like I'm not gonna do it in real life, so just bang. But yeah, that's how I got into games. Really, I was just around people that played them quite a lot, and then when I started playing them myself, I owned a PlayStation 1 and started playing Crash Bandicoot. And I was never good at the games. Don't get me wrong, I was fucking atrocious. I mean, I was surprised that I completed True Crime Streets of LA, to be honest, when I was younger. But it was that's how I got into games. Effectively, I was just around them. It wasn't like games. I've heard of those. It was the fact that I was around them so much. I was sort of, I'll own one then. I want to play some games, so I did. I played Flash games quite a lot, and then I started playing console games, and then just grew from there really. So that's how I got into games. It's not really exciting like some stories are, but that is literally how I got into games, just because I was around it so much. And I got really into them. I mean, I wouldn't have necessarily gotten into them, and because I was interested in other things. Like I was originally interested in football, but then I just kind of grew out of it. I know that sounds really weird because I mean, like I say, grow out of it. I use that word loosely. I just lost interest. I think it's a better word to use. Better thing to say is that I just generally lost interest in football. I just watched it and I just started saying, "Oh look, people kicking a ball around the field. I can do that. I don't get paid, but I can still do that." So yeah, and then I got into films. And that's actually another subject. What got me into movies? Same thing. I was just around them a lot. I used to watch them quite a lot. I never watched any. I watched ones that were my age 9 times out of 10. So when I hit 12, I was really excited. I was like, yeah, I can watch 12s now. 12s and PGs and U's. They're all with my sort of thing. And then I started watching ones that are older than me. Anyway, like everyone does. Everyone do that. And the same with games. My first 18 rated game that I owned wasn't Siphon Filter. The first 18 rated game that I played, I think, was Siphon Filter. But no, it was GTA 3 actually. But I didn't replay. I played it for like 5 minutes, and Mum's like, "No, get off that now," which was fine because then I just went and played Crash Bandicoot or that shitty ass fucking Hulk game. Jesus. Anyway, and then I obviously got my hands on Tekken and that. But yeah, back to my original point with films. I was just around them a lot, and I started watching them quite a lot, and I got really into them, and I loved sitting there watching a good film. But I never obviously started appreciating what went into the film till later on in life. It took me a little while before I got into to understand the rest of it, like the cinematography and the directors and the actors and how they feel and all that, and the behind the scenes. It took me to quite a while before I started getting into that sort of aspect of it. But now I'm really into films. I honestly fucking love films. They're just amazing source of entertainment. It's the same with video games. And the same with reading. I do like reading. I'm not a big sort of book fan, but I do like reading manga. But I have there are a few books, like informational books, like I've got a Jack the Ripper encyclopedia book, and I've also got another one up there over in my cupboard. Is it in that cupboard? No, I moved it. It's down there now. So I do like reading the informational and history-based stuff, and also like reading manga. So I like most forms of entertainment. Sport, not really. I mean, if like we were in a park and it was like a family thing, and they brought some like rounders bats or cricket bats or something, I'll play that. I quite enjoy doing that because I just whack it and I just walk around, um, or I whack it wrong and hit someone in the fucking head, or I clip it and then someone's just like out, and I was like fuck. But yeah, so like both sources of those entertainments, it's just what I grew up around. Same with sports. I just grew up around playing like rounders and cricket at school and with my friends and all that. And yeah, that's pretty much how I got into all that stuff. I don't really do much sports now because no one that I know ever really wants to do sports. They're either gamers or they're people that like just go out and talk, or which is fine. I don't mind doing any of that really, but yeah, I have more subjects, but they'll be for another vlog. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope this subject idea is a good idea, so I don't just ramble on about random shit. If you guys have enjoyed these little stories, I've got one, two, three. I've got five more things to talk, subjects to talk about in my vlogs. And as I said, if you guys enjoy, then let me know, because then I'll think of more stuff that I can write and more stuff I can speak about. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then yes. If not, then fair enough. You won't like all of my content, and I shall see you in my other videos. Bye. Stop button. It's so fucking awkward when that happens. It's like bye, click, doesn't work. Maybe this time will work. Bye.